Welcome to another episode of Tea and Talk Time. Sorry, it's been a while since I've had a chance to sit down and talk with you. Why don't you sit down, get yourself something to drink first, and sit down, relax, and listen to me ramble on for a few minutes. That'll certainly make your day feel better. Today is my oldest son's birthday, and he's old enough to have grown kids of his own, which surprises me because I'm only 25. So how he can have grown kids, I don't know. I don't know if I can show this well. These are my boys. The one in the denim shirt, he's the one whose birthday is today. And I'm very proud of him. I'm proud of all three of them. The one on the other end with the big old smile, that's my youngest, that's Joseph. We called him Jessup for a long time because the other two couldn't say his name, because it was Jerry, Jeffrey, and it should be Jessup, not Joseph. So we called him Joey too, because they could say that. Go figure. And the one in the middle, that is my son Jeffrey, who today is retiring. So it's a double blessing today. Birthday of one, and the fact that my middle son Jeffrey is retiring from the Navy today. It's official. He is retired. And that is part of why I haven't been chatty or in the mood to put together another Tea and Talk Time. The weather was really crappy, which kept me, with my chin on the ground for quite a while. And then found out for sure that Jeff was going to retire and come home. So he's the one who has made it possible for me to live by myself. I was living with the ex, and if you think I'm a crazy person now, if I had continued living there, there's no telling what I would have been. So thanks to him, he's been making the mortgage payments. He's been paying the rent here. So I've been able to live here. I take care of the utilities. And at first, taking care of the yard wasn't major, but in this last year, I just haven't been able to do much of anything extra. So he came home. He had a couple of months leave, and he came home, and we've been moving rooms around. Have you ever done that? That's a lot of fun. Not only moving them around, but also making two rooms into one. And I'm sitting in one of those rooms now. This used to be my guest room / craft room / whatever else I could throw in here. Now it's my guest room / whatever else could be thrown in here / my den / studio. There's so many slashes going on in this room. It's a wonder it's not bleeding all over the place. Anyway, because my den, what used to be my den, that is now his bedroom, which is fine. Part of my living room went into my bedroom. I didn't have a TV in my bedroom for a long time. From the time that I moved in here, which was 6 years ago. So that's been a recent development, and that's to free up room in the living room so that he can have his. He likes to draw. He's got a drafting table, and most of the living room is his room. It's where he can work and watch his TV and do his stuff. So that's primarily his room. There's a couple chases in there so people can sit down and talk with him and watch TV and stuff. So, but that's primarily his room. So that's the living room's doing double duty. My bedroom's doing double duty, and this room's doing double duty. And one of my friends asked me, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like he's taking over? Do you feel like you're losing something? And I went, it has been nothing but blessings for me. I know the true definition of when someone says something is a godsend. Jeff is my godsend right now. I was in pretty dire straits a couple months before he came home on leave. And that's physically and emotionally, and I wasn't sure how things were going. And he has been a godsend. Just, I mean, you know, it's made me be a little more active, which is good. You know, it's been that stimulus that I've needed to get up and get moving around a little bit more. But yet I have the freedom with him to, you know, well, I have it with all my kids and my grandkids. They know Nana. Energy, not so much. But they, you know, I if I'm having a down day, I have a down day. You know, he lets me do my stuff. I let him do his stuff, and you know, we pass in the hall, and that's typical. But you know, it reminded me of the times. It seems like maybe it's just me, but it seems like we've always evolved. We've always gone through cycles of where the kids can't wait to leave the nest and run off and do their own thing, to cycles where you have 3 and 4 generations in one home, one homestead, I guess you could say. We got away from that, you know, with the kids going off and doing their own thing, but it feels like, you know, and of course the economics has something to do with it too. The family pulling back in together. So I don't know if that's just a reflection of what's going on in my life that I'm thinking that way, or if this is a generalization or what. Again, I'm the Rambler. Maybe I should rename this the Rambler. I can't sing it like Eddie. No, that was the Wanderer. Can't sing it like Eddie Rabbit would. But Ramblin' Rose, that was a song. Okay, I need more sugar. Let me take a sip. You take a sip too. So anyway, things are in flux around here. Hello, baby. This character, my little tramp, follows him around like nobody's business. Are you going to come up here and say hi? Oh, I like that better. He gave me kisses. Yes. So Tramp loves his big brother, Jeffy. He loves his other big brother, Jerry, and his other big brother, Joe. But Jeffy's here, and Jeffy he gets up early for one thing, and he goes outside and he's just doing his stuff. You know, he's taking care of the yard, he's trimming this, he's going through his boxes because he's still got a lot of stuff to unpack and figure out what he's going to do with. So right now the garage is a storage unit. But, you know, every time he goes outside, then, you know, Tramp has to trot right along behind him. Don't you? Yes, I said your name. So he's happy. Now, Jeff's gone for a couple days right now, so he's not ecstatic like he would be if Jeff was here. Where are you going? No, you can't. There's a window right there that he can look out of. So it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. He's lifted a lot of stress off my shoulders. And so, like I said earlier, I now know. Excuse me while I let the dog down. Here you go. He didn't want to get put down. That's a bed back there. Guess who's back? So, he has been a true godsend for me. I mean, just a fantastic godsend. And that's really about all I have for today. But I wanted to let anyone who's been keeping track of me, let them know, you know, why I've been so quiet lately. You better not try to jump through that window. He sees something out there. It's got his ears up. But I know there's a lot of interest in some who follow me about the paranormal, the strange stuff that goes on. And I was thinking maybe I should start making a list of paranormal or haunted places in Ohio that Paulette and I can start going to, you know, just a day trip or whatever. Nothing that costs too much and everything. Just go and explore. So if you know of any place, how about making note of it in the comments underneath the video? And, maybe we can start taking excursions there. Also, I was thinking paranormal stuff. It's like, okay, well, what do I have that I can add to it? And one of the projects that I'm working on is my wolf deck. And it's pictures of wolves that I've taken, and then they started giving me names to the picture. And then that developed into a wolf deck for me. So anyway, I've actually got a few of them here, but I can't get to them because there's a dog in the way. Maybe I'll talk about that more in the next episode. But they taught me how to listen to spirit. They taught me how to, they gave me insight and guidance into what's going on. Life is full of cycles, and they would tell me, what cycle I was in, where I'm going, what I'm working on, and tell me, what's coming up, obstacles or joy or new birth or whatever. So I was thinking about it. I was trying to remember a couple days ago where I had the piece of paper that I wrote down to show what size the cards are going to be, because I need to make borders for them. And wouldn't you know it, as I'm setting things up for the broadcast, for the episode, this piece of paper comes flittering, and that's exactly what I needed to know what size the cards need to be. So, okay, then I am supposed to start working on that. Well, that thought kind of dominoed and kept going into, well, I could offer to do readings. For a modest amount, get a PayPal account set up and schedule readings to do on Skype or on the phone if it's not long distance. Maybe the cost of long distance would be included in the price. Something like that. Would you be interested in me being able to do that? Tell your friends, see if they would be interested in it. And that's a way for me to generate the income to get the wolf deck to where it needs to be so it can be published. And I can, and other people can buy them and be taught by the teacher, which is Wolf. Also, it would be a way for me to generate income to get bear fix, so I can take this on the road. And maybe if I'm going somewhere, to a public place that would let me do readings, I can do readings there and announce it on here. I don't know. I mean, anything's possible. But at the very least, let me know if you know of any haunted or paranormal sites in Ohio. And please list that under comments so other people can share. And if they're interested, they can check it out as well. And let me know what you think about wolf spirit readings. Right now, this is what they look like, but they're not going to really look like this when I get done with them. But the photo will be that. This is a cycles card, and it shows the beginning, middle, and end of a cycle. And it's whatever part of it, when you're looking at it, that stands out to you, tells you what part of the cycle you're going into. Either the beginning of it, you're halfway through, or thank God it's finally over. I've had a lot of those, thank God it's finally over. There's all kinds of... This is my dog Riley. He passed away several years ago. But he represents dog, which all dogs are descended from the canine, from Lupus. And he represents loyalty, because he was very fierce, very loyal. So anyway, I took these pictures, and I'm looking through them, and this is back when it wasn't digital. It was, you went, you got the pictures printed, and you sat there and this is one of my favorite. This is Wyatt at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. I don't know if he's still there or not. I haven't been back in several years. And he had just come out of the beaver pond, so he's dripping wet. But that doesn't change who he is, so therefore, this was the dignity card. You may feel like you got crap all over you, but does that change who you are? No. No. So just stand in your dignity. Stand in your own truth. So there's lots of pictures, lots of cards, and I'll share more at another time. Right now, we'll close it for now. So grab another cup of tea and sit down and put your feet up and relax and reflect and you know, share some thoughts with me if you think of it. I'm always willing to listen and see what I can do and what my perception is, and sharing is how we learn and grow. So I thank you for stopping by. Sorry it's been so long, and I'll see if I can't do another one soon. So you take care, and may God bless.